Hello, I'm Avis Kalfsbeck, and this is the Peace is Here podcast. Welcome to Peacewarts, School of Peacecraft and Inquiry, where we practice the skills of peace through short daily classes. We take the peace work seriously, but not ourselves. If you're joining us mid-school year, you're not late. Orientation begins at episode 198. I'd be so grateful if you help me spread the peace messages by sharing this episode with a friend. Welcome back, Peace Scholars. We are in the Department of Living Roots in the garden. Take a look at the plastic seed trays in the corner. If we were using the old ceramic or heavy wooden flats, we would have them for 30 years. But these, they are designed to last one season, maybe two. They're thin, brittle, and cheap. In this department, we call this the extraction loop. Charles Kettering, the former head of research for General Motors, famously said in 1929, "We need to make the public desperately dissatisfied with the car they own. The person who is dissatisfied with what he has is the best customer." The concept, the single-use mindset. In the Department of Living Roots, we teach that when an economy is based on planned obsolescence, the intentional design of items to fail, it creates a psychological side effect. If the objects in our hands are disposable, the labor that made them becomes disposable. Eventually, the people living in the resource zones where those objects started become disposable. Today we explore how throwaway culture creates the moral architecture for throwaway people. The history, extraction, externalization, and the disposable soldier. Our lesson today is about how the economic necessity of waste translates into political necessity of conflict. Disposable goods, disposable labor. The fast fashion industry is the clearest modern example. Brands like Zara or H&M pioneered ultra-fast supply chains that rely on a 2-week product cycle. To keep prices low enough for a wear-once culture, the labor must be precarious. In the 2013 Rana Plaza collapse in Bangladesh, over 1,100 garment workers died in a building that had been declared unsafe but was kept open to meet Western production deadlines. When a system is designed for quick discard, the humans within that system lose their status as neighbors. They become input costs. Normalizing this expendability at the mall makes it much easier to accept expendable populations on the battlefield. Waste, externalization, and conflict zones. When we throw something away, it doesn't disappear, it just moves. Much of the world's e-waste is exported to places like Agbogbloshie, Ghana. There, thousands of workers, many of them children, burn our obsolete electronics to recover copper. The toxic lead and mercury seep into the soil and the Oda River, destroying local agriculture and poisoning the water. This forced degradation creates a vacuum of desperation. It is in these exact conditions where traditional living roots have been poisoned that armed groups find their most fertile recruitment grounds. Our desire for a new phone every 2 years directly funds the instability that leads to the next regional conflict. Weapons as the ultimate disposal product. This logic has migrated directly into military logistics. The use it or lose it budget cycle incentivizes the deployment or discarding of munitions to justify next year's funding. During the withdrawal from Bagram Airfield in Afghanistan in 2021, billions of dollars of equipment were either destroyed, abandoned, or sold for scrap because it was cheaper than shipping it back. If a missile is not fired or a vehicle is not used, it is seen as wasted capital. In this framework, value is only realized through destruction. When your security tools are designed to be consumed to maintain a budget, you have built a system that requires a state of perpetual conflict just to stay efficient. The thesis, the cultural training in impermanence. In the Department of Living Roots, we argue that post-World War II advertising explicitly moved populations away from the make, do, and mend mindset. The new message was that new is better and care is for the poor. This conditioned an entire generation to see loss and replacement as a normal, healthy part of life. When you are culturally trained to view replacement as progress, it becomes much easier to accept mass displacement or collateral damage as the unfortunate but inevitable side effects of a global system. We have lost the moral muscle of stewardship, the ancient practice of keeping things alive. Without stewardship, peace is impossible. We must shift from an extraction loop back into a common vessel mindset where the longevity of the object and the dignity of the person are seen as the same root. Your homework. 1. Look up the term planned obsolescence and find one product in your house that you believe was intentionally designed to fail or be unrepairable. 2. Write down one question about any of this episode's topics. If you don't have a question, just write no question. 3. Optional. Journal for 5 minutes about the word disposable. List 3 things you consider disposable. Now try to trace where they go when you dispose of them. Does that change your view of them? The work of the worm. The worm does not know how to waste. It cannot process disposable plastic. It can only process what is durable and organic. It waits for what is real, turning the old into the new without ever losing a single nutrient. In our world, we can look at the trash can and ask, who is paying the price for this to be gone? By practicing the law of duration, we slowly cut the ties to the machinery of war. Till our next class, keep your feet in the living roots. Class dismissed. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to support the Pieces Here podcast, the most helpful way is to follow it wherever you're listening. It helps share the message with others. You can also support this piecework at my Patreon for $4 a month, about what a used paperback goes for these days. Just go to Patreon at patreon.com/Avis Kalfsbeck. That's AVISKALFSBEEK. My most recent book is Mana Mutante, a best friend eco-fiction novella about food systems, featuring Tilly, Camas, Pedro, and the rest of the gang. It's book 6 in the Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet series and is available wherever you buy books. You can find all of my peace projects and stay in touch at aviskalfsbeck.com. Music is by Javier Peque Rodriguez. Sound effects are from Pixabay. Regarding peace, we need not delay or despair. We are not late. We are right on time to love. We are all scholars of peace. Listen for the peace.